Hey everyone, and welcome to RUBIN'S Mind Lab, where we break down the latest research into what it really means. Ever wonder why some people seem to bounce back from tough times, while others struggle to keep their heads above water? Well, today we're diving into some fascinating new research that offers a whole new way to think about mental health and well-being. Instead of just treating problems when they arise, this study lays out a roadmap for building incredible resilience and living a healthier, longer life. Think of it this way: rather than just fixing what is broken, the scientists behind this work are suggesting a proactive approach, a way to actively cultivate well-being. They've developed something called a watershed framework, a really cool model that looks at 9 key parts of our mental and physical health and how they all work together. It is not just about our thoughts and feelings, it is about our bodies, our connections, and even how we sleep. This framework has 3 layers. The first layer is all about the absolute basics, the foundations without which nothing else can really stand strong. They've identified 2 super important things here. First, circadian rhythms and sleep recovery. Those internal body clocks that tell us when to sleep and when to wake up. Getting good sleep is like giving your brain and body a supercharged reset button. If this clock is off, if you're not getting quality sleep, it throws everything else out of whack. The research shows that when we don't sleep well, it is not just about feeling tired. It can mess with our memory, it makes it harder to handle stress, and over time it can even increase our risk for serious health issues like dementia and heart problems. So getting those 7 to 8 hours of good sleep isn't a luxury, it is a necessity. The other foundational element is social connections. This sounds simple, right? But the evidence is powerful. Having strong relationships, feeling like we belong, that is not just nice, it is fundamental to our survival and our health. Studies show that people with strong social ties are more likely to live longer and healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be just as harmful as smoking or obesity. It really highlights how intertwined we are. Moving up to the second layer, they call these well-being catalysts. These are like multipliers for our overall health. They're influenced by our foundations, but they also actively boost other areas. This layer includes things like stress resilience, vitality, cardiovascular health, immune health, and the gut-brain axis. Let's start with stress resilience. This is our ability to bounce back when life throws us curveballs. The study points out that stress isn't just a feeling, it has biological consequences. Chronic stress can lead to inflammation problems with our blood vessels and poor sleep. But the good news is that resilience can actually be built. Things like mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy, which help us reframe our thoughts and manage our emotions, can significantly boost our resilience. Next up is vitality. This is basically having that get up and go energy. Feeling vibrant and robust. Fatigue, the opposite of vitality, is a huge problem for many people. But the research is clear: physical exercise is a powerful way to combat fatigue and boost our energy levels. It is not just about building muscle, it is about building internal energy reserves. Cardiovascular health is another critical catalyst. The heart and mind are deeply connected. Mental health issues like depression and stress are major risk factors for heart disease, and conversely, a healthy heart supports a healthy brain. The researchers emphasize that taking care of our cardiovascular system through things like exercise, proper nutrition, and managing blood pressure is vital for both our physical and mental well-being. Immune health is also in this second layer. Our immune system and our brain are constantly talking to each other. Inflammation in the body is increasingly linked to mental health issues like depression. This means that supporting our immune system through things like an anti-inflammatory diet and regular moderate exercise can have a direct positive impact on our mental state. And then there is the gut-brain axis. This is where our gut health and brain health intersect. The trillions of bacteria in our gut, the microbiome, produce chemicals that can influence our mood and our stress levels. Probiotics and a fiber-rich diet can actually help improve symptoms of depression and anxiety. It is a reminder that what we eat directly impacts how we feel. Finally, we reach the third layer, the thriving factors. These are what we typically associate with a really flourishing mind. They include positive emotions and cognitive performance. Cognitive performance is our ability to think clearly, remember things, solve problems, and make decisions. When we're tired, stressed, or our health is poor, our cognitive function suffers, leading to what many call brain fog. The good news is that strategies like regular exercise, good sleep, and stress reduction techniques can significantly boost our cognitive abilities. And then there are positive emotions. This is about experiencing joy, happiness, love, and gratitude. The researchers emphasize that this doesn't mean ignoring negative emotions. Negative emotions are normal and adaptive. But actively cultivating positive emotions through practices like keeping a gratitude journal or practicing mindfulness can lead to better health and a more fulfilling life. What is so powerful about this watershed framework is how it emphasizes the interconnectedness. Improving one area can have positive ripple effects across all the others. For instance, a mindfulness practice might improve sleep, which in turn boosts stress resilience, leading finally to clearer thinking and more positive emotions. It is like a domino effect, but in a good way. This research really reinforces the old saying, a sound mind in a sound body. It suggests that by focusing on these 9 hallmarks, we can not only prevent mental health problems, but actively optimize our well-being and potentially extend our health span, meaning the number of years we live in good health. Now, like any scientific model, this one is a simplification of a very complex reality. The researchers themselves acknowledge that other factors like a sense of purpose or accomplishment are also important and might be included in future versions of their framework. But even in its current form, this framework offers a really valuable perspective. It shifts the focus from simply treating illness to actively building a robust and resilient self. It's a reminder that our mental and physical health are not separate entities, but are deeply entwined. By understanding these 9 hallmarks and how they influence each other, we can make targeted lifestyle choices that lead to not just better mental health, but a longer, more vibrant and healthier life. It's about optimizing our entire system. So what do you think about this watershed framework? Does it make sense to you? What is one area you feel you could focus on to improve your well-being? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to RUBIN'S Mind Lab for more fascinating insights into the world of psychology and science. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.